Hey everyone, how's it going? It's That Nerd Ryan here, and today we're going to continue our top 5 favorites, top 5 least favorites series for the Pokemon games. So, about a long time ago, I made videos about each region on Pokemon, and at the end of it, basically, Johto was my favorite, and Sinnoh was my least favorite. So, we're going to talk today about my 5 least favorite things about Johto and my 5 favorite things about Sinnoh. So first off, I do want to just say Johto is my favorite mostly because of nostalgia, while Sinnoh is my least favorite also because of negative nostalgia. So yeah, that's kind of why we've gotten into Johto being the favorite and Sinnoh being the least favorite. In that, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. Let's get down to the list, starting with my first least favorite thing on Johto, which is it is a very sparse region. There's really not a lot of extra stuff in it in the actual Johto region. You get like Mount Silver, yeah, Dark Cave, and the Whirl Islands. There's no other real like extra exploratory places except for like the Miltank branch, which really doesn't do much, and the 2 towers, which in that it's just a reprint of the Bellsprout Tower. And by this I'm saying stuff that you don't have to explore to beat the game. And technically you do need to explore the Burnt Tower to continue the story. But yeah, I think even all the way until I was at least 10 or 12, I never went into the Tin Tower since I had Pokemon Silver version. And even then, I really kind of avoided the Whirl Islands. But yeah, so that was kind of just an issue for me with Johto looking back as an adult. Now for Sinnoh, this game has the best lore. It just fills so much lore with Pokemon, and now we have Legends Arceus to fill that lore in more. Haven't played it yet, so I don't know how well that I'm talking about that. But we get lore from basically the creation of space and time in the Pokemon world to just a lot of other things that you never would expect from a child's game. So number 2 on Johto for an issue is the leveling. It kind of caps off at level 50 in the Johto region, which is very unfortunate. For example, I am just going to the 8th gym leader right now on my Twitch stream of my first Nuzlocke ever. Make sure you go ahead and follow me on Twitch for that. And everybody is already around level 50. And it also doesn't help in Johto that I think the wild cap is level 30. So after a while, it's really hard to train. And you really need that training for the actual post-end game. So next for Sinnoh is an actual tough Elite Four. And I'm not just talking about the remakes, which that's unfair. But we actually have a very tough Elite Four in the Sinnoh region. Excuse me. And an amazing champion that is by far one of the toughest champions to beat. Next, for Johto, my least favorite thing is the typing of the final forms of the starters. It's the basic water, grass, and fire. There's no secondary typing. And I feel that that is a very big missed opportunity in the Pokemon games. Because yes, it's nice that we have the 3 bases, but it makes more dynamic when a Pokemon's type has 2 typing. And I just find it very interesting that the 2nd generation kind of avoided that, especially in the 1st generation, since we already had 2 of the starters have dual typings on their final form. Number 3 for Sinnoh. Team Plasma is probably actually one of my favorite villain teams. Cyrus is a very intimidating, cold, calculated leader, and I just think that Team Plasma needs a little bit more love, especially from somebody that doesn't really care for Sinnoh that much. Definitely better than Team Galactic, if I remember if that's their name right in Gen 5. Because they're just PETA ripoffs, to be honest. Next is, for Johto, the level gap between the actual final gym leader you fight and the actual final boss. That's right. The gap between blue and red is just way too high. And again, with the training and everything, it's harder because not a lot of Pokemon have a high level in the wild for you to train against. And it's just a very, very tough time to get from around level 60 to around level 75 to feel safe for fighting red. Next, for Sinnoh, the legendaries. These are some of the best legendaries we ever had, and there's a lot of them. I'm including mythicals on this because event Pokemon back then, you actually had to go and do something to catch them. And that's a beautiful feeling compared to just getting them handed out now. That's probably the best part of Sinnoh, is the legendaries. So finally, my last part of the Johto hate is my dislike for the easiness of Kanto. Basically, if you are at a good point in the game when you beat the champion, which all of us are, you could probably beat the Kanto storyline in about 2 hours. Now, the previous games took a lot longer than that, but they basically got rid of all the HM spots except for like surfing, and they took out a lot of the other big side quests that you had to do in the Kanto games, just so you can basically fight the gym leaders, and then go fight Red. Which, very, very disappointing, in my opinion. And then next, for Sinnoh, the other best thing is all the new Evos. It really fleshed out each Pokemon that really was deserving of an evolution. And we haven't really seen something like that ever since the Sinnoh games, except for maybe like regional variants, and that's really it. But yeah, so that is my top 5 favorite things about Sinnoh and my top 5 least favorite things about Johto. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, remember, please like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. Also follow me on all my social media down below, especially Twitch. I might already be streaming Legends Arceus by then, so make sure you go ahead and jump on. It's that nerd Ryan telling you, we're all Pokemon Masters on the inside.